Alright, so this is another reason why I fucking hate technology. This is very not necessary. So this is our school's bougie water filter water fountain. And it's like this because there's lots of lead and weird chemicals in our water, so they have to give us these special water fountains to filter it out. And I'm just trying to fill up my fucking water bottle. And I know it's like an army water bottle. It looks kind of weird, but this lining is really good. It keeps the water cold because it's insulated. But instead of having a fucking normal button, and this one doesn't even work good because it loses pressure immediately. Instead of having a normal fucking button on the water filling thing, there's a weird dumbass sensor and it barely fucking works.
I like your pants.
Thank you. So you see it's just turning into this limp dick fucking trickle. It's gonna take 3,172,999.9 years for me to fill this water bottle. And if you move it ever so slightly, look, there it goes. It decides that I'm out of water. And yes, it is very hard. And it's fucked up. And then you have to jiggle it, and it goes back, and then it doesn't. And there's supposed to be this counter thing that says how many bottles of water you saved, but that's broken too. Not fucking necessary. And I could have had a full water bottle and be back on my way, living my life, 5 minutes ago. But instead I have to wait for this Hey, so my phone actually ran out of memory while I was filming that last part, so I got cut off. Another technology issue. But once again, water bottle's empty. Got to fill it up, so I'm back at the shitty water fountain. But the point I'm kind of trying to make here is that because of, this superfluous use of not necessary technology, this water fountain is both inferior to water fountain technology we've had for the past, 100 fucking years. The ancient Greeks had fucking water fountains, fucking drinking fountains. It's both inferior to our past water fountain technology, and it's also very emblematic of problems in society regarding technology and user control and freedom, and the user being turned into a consumer. So I'm actually going to show you a much better water fountain real quick. So let's go to the Natural Science Building. Bunch of rocks and shit. Another shitty water fountain, but not the one I'm trying to show you. So we're on the second floor of the Natural Science Building. And as you can see, it's a very outdated area, a lot of brown. This building was built in the 70s. That was the brown period. They got all these abacuses and stuff. They don't even have computers in here. That's how outdated it is. But despite being outdated and less modern, they actually have a superior form of water fountain. There's no electronics at all, no sensors, no lights, no counters to count how much fucking water you saved, like that somehow matters to the user. You have total control over this water fountain. It's all mechanical and water pressure and pipes and shit. You want water? There you go. Don't want water? There you go too. And as you can see, plenty of room for any size bottle. There's no interference from any faulty electronics even possible with this design. The only downside is that it is not filtered. And like I said before, there's lots of weird stuff in the water at this school, and especially in the science building. Like, who the fuck knows what they're doing in here late at night? And their water is definitely contaminated with like lab rat feces and anthrax and radiological waste. So I'm not gonna put that in my water bottle, but it is a superior design to the other water fountain. So you might be thinking, is this water fountain really that bad? I'm sure if they fixed the water pressure or they fixed the sensor, it would be fine. But the real problem with the water fountain is that it represents your freedom, your rights, your ability to control your own life being taken away from you and being replaced with unnecessary bullshit technology so that you don't notice or you don't care that you're getting fucked over. You know, there's a very primitive part of the human brain that is just totally obsessed with like any spectacle. You know, like think like the cavemen staring into the cave fire, you know, the campfire, you know, going ooga booga booga. And you can't help yourself. You know, you're just obsessed with you know, the light, the sound, the color, whatever. And that's a very primitive part of the brain. And that manifests itself in this water fountain as like, oh, you know, the light to show you it's working, and the bottle counter, and there's a light under here, and the sensor, and the color, and whatever. You know, and that's designed to make you not question whether or not this water fountain actually fucking does what it's supposed to do, which is deliver water, which, as you can see, it is not doing. And in the old water fountain that I just showed you, you had total control. You press a button, you got water. On this one, you know, the button doesn't work. What are you gonna do? Like French kiss that thing to get the water out? And the sensor doesn't really work either. And, you know, this is about control being taken away from you. You, in the past, you had total control, you had total agency over your water, and now in this one, you are subject to getting water when the machine feels like giving it to you, and how much water the machine wants you to have, and how it wants you to have it, what kind of water bottle. I mean, it's not too hard to imagine, like, in the future, like, oh, the Easy H2O company, or the LK company, or whoever makes this fucking thing. You know, it's like, oh, well, you have to use a Easy H2O compatible water bottle that we sell you to use our water fountains. You know, it's the commodification of a human right, which is clean water. And I don't want to sound like a crazy, like, libertarian or anything, but, you know, this fucking sucks. This is the direction where everything's headed. And in conclusion, I don't really want to live to see the future, because I'm going to be very thirsty, because this has been like a 5-minute video and my water bottle is still not fucking full. Thank you. Good night. Actually, ignore that whole fucking video. John has hacked the system. He is blocking the sensor with his finger and nursing from the tit of the water fountain breast.
I love technology.
Technology's great. The end.